The Palace of the Porphyrogenitus, known in Turkish as the Porphyrogenitus, is a late 13th century Byzantine palace in the northwestern part of the old city of Constantinople, an annex of the greater palace complex of Blaşani. It is the best preserved of the three Byzantine palaces to survive in the city, and one of the few relatively intact examples of late Byzantine secular architecture in the world. History. The palace was constructed during the late 13th or early 14th centuries as part of the Blaşani Palace complex, where the Theodosian walls join with the later walls of the suburb of Blaşani. Although the palace appears at first glance to be named after the 10th century Emperor Constantine VII Porphyrogenitus, it was built long after his time, and is in fact named after Constantine Palaiologos, a son of the Emperor Michael VIII Palaiologos. Porphyrogenitus, meaning literally, born to the purple, indicated a child born to a reigning emperor. The palace served as an imperial residence during the final years of the Byzantine Empire. The palace suffered extensive damage due to its proximity to the outer walls during the Ottoman conquest of Constantinople in 1453. Afterwards it was used for a wide variety of purposes. During the 16th and 17th century, it housed part of the Sultan's menagerie. The animals were moved elsewhere by the end of the 17th century, and the building was used as a brothel. From 1719, the Tekfursaray pottery workshop was established, and began to produce ceramic tiles in a style similar to that of Iznik tiles, but influenced by European designs and colors. The workshop had 5 kilns and also produced vessels and dishes. It lasted for around a century before going out of business, and by the first half of the 19th century, the building became a poorhouse for Istanbul Jews. In the early 20th century, it was briefly used as a bottle factory, before being abandoned. As a result, only the elaborate brick and stone outer facade survives today, as one of the few surviving examples of secular Byzantine architecture. As of July 2010, the palace has been undergoing extensive restoration, and remains closed to the public. As of March 2015, the building now has roof and glass windows. Architecture. The palace was a large 3-story building located between the inner and outer fortifications of the northern corner of the Theodosian walls. The ground floor is an arcade with 4 arches, which opens into a courtyard overlooked by 5 large windows on the first floor. The top floor of the structure projects above the walls, and has windows on all 4 sides. On the east is the remnant of a balcony. The roof and all of the floors of the structure have disappeared. The remaining walls are elaborately decorated in geometric designs using red brick and white marble typical of the late Byzantine period. Gallery. Walls seen from the inner courtyard. Remains of the chapel. Details of marble decoration. The Palace of the Porphyrogenitus, seen in the background, with the Theodosian walls in front.